Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where this afternoon the Tigers look to win their third straight game and complete a big 6-point weekend over Holy Cross. Number 10 for RIT is John Franco Casero. The defenseman from Nobleton, Ontario, had 2 goals and an assist last night and now leads the Tigers in scoring with 10 points on the season. Good afternoon and welcome to Pregame Live. I'm Kevin Roach as we get you set for the finale of this Atlantic Hockey Series between the Tigers and Crusaders coming up at 4:05 today. Well, it's a case of two teams heading in opposite directions. While RIT entered the weekend having won 4 of its last 5, Holy Cross limped to Rochester with just 1 victory in 6 outings so far this season. Let's show you what happened last night. Tigers took the ice ready to roll last evening, and they showed why in the opening minute. Jojo Casero, the nice move, the pretty backhand finish by Thomas Gale. Tigers up 1-0 just 52 seconds into the game, thanks to Casero's third on the year after a Holy Cross penalty. Tigers on their first power play, and they take advantage as the puck goes off Crusaders' Mac Oliphant, but Grady Hobbs gets credit for it. Tigers up 2-0 just 2 minutes and 2 seconds in, but RIT's lead would grow. The freshman Tyler Mahan, who dedicated this game to his late grandfather Ernie, who passed away earlier this week, he points to the sky, gets his team leading 5th, 3-0 RIT, but the Crusaders with over 8 minutes to go in the period coming back as Matt Guerrera scores, and just like that, Holy Cross with life. It's 3-1 after a high-sticking penalty on RIT. Holy Cross with the power play opportunity. They've struggled on the power play, but they finally capitalize here. Liam McClinsky is 4th on the season, and we have a 1-goal game headed to the third, but RIT couldn't stay out of the box in the first 2 periods. Holy Cross couldn't stay out in the third as Jojo Casero makes him pay his second of the night. The power play goal puts RIT back up by 2. Then another Crusader penalty has the Tigers on the man up again, and Kobe Walker, the captain, doing work in front of the net and getting rewarded. Tigers' third power play goal of the night. RIT takes game 1 of this series by a final of 5-2.
Yeah, I think when we got away from taking penalties and we were rolling all 4 lines and playing 5-on-5, they couldn't really keep up with us. So credit to them, they pushed back, but we stayed out the box and we kept it rolling.
What's been the key for you? Kind of on a hot streak here, 2 goals tonight. What's been the key?
I think just plain simple. I mean, my teammates are awesome, so. Just having the confidence of the puck. My D partner, Aiden, is obviously an unbelievable player as well. So we kind of just feed off each other and find each other in ways where I don't think I've ever kind of experienced that with a D partner.
Yeah, the Blue Liners have been big on offense for RIT so far this year. So with the victory, RIT improves to 5-2 overall, 4-1 in conference play. Jojo Casero has now scored at least a point in 6 consecutive games and leads the Tigers with 10 points on 4 goals and 6 assists. RIT special teams, they were special last night. Tiger PK killed off 6 of 7 Crusader power plays, while the Tigers cashed in on 3 of their 4 extra man opportunities. So RIT has earned 12 of a possible 15 points in 5 conference games this season, and they'll look to add 3 more to that total here tonight with a sweep of the Crusaders. With more on the Tigers and this series finale, our John DiTullio standing by live now with RIT head coach Wayne Wilson.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. Wayne, let's go back to last night. You guys played well. You just want to clean things up. But overall, were you pleased with the 60 minutes?
But pleased with a lot of different facets of our game. The penalties, as we mentioned last night, was the only thing. I just looked there, 16 minutes. It's almost a period where you're shorthanded or playing special teams. So that's about the only thing we'd like to do. We're going to tinker with a few other things as well, but nothing major. Giving some more guys opportunities to play as well tonight and moving some things around.
Your special teams have been solid. They really were the key last night. Certainly your penalty kill. What's been the key for them so far this year?
Yeah, there's just been a lot of things. I think we've got some experienced people back there now versus some younger guys. I think the big thing is we're getting a lot of clears. Once you make them have to go through the 200-foot to get back into your end, and we're not miscuing on too many of those. Sometimes under pressure, it's hard to get the puck down. They keep it in, and that's when it seems to cost you. But right now, we're getting the puck all the way down the ice.
So many players have been playing well, but let me talk about JoJo. Every shift, he seems to be getting better, always around the puck for you.
Yeah, as a defenseman, with the amount of ice time they get as well, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's been playing with Aiden Hansen-Bukata, who's out tonight, but those two are a really good pairing, and they're also man our power play. So good for JoJo, and we hope to see him keep in that same direction.
What do you want to see tonight so you can get the 6-point sweep?
I want to get a real quick start. Kind of kill their will a little bit here because I thought they competed right throughout the whole game. It's a good thing our power play was hot as well. Brian Hills has done a great job with them, but staying out of the box, playing 5-on-5, having a good start, and getting pucks behind them and staying on top of them.
Are you impressed with my maturity and professionalism tonight?
So far, so good, but I'm sure you'll let it out later sometime.
Never, buddy. Learn from the best.
Yeah, okay.
That's head coach Wayne Wilson of the RIT Tigers. Now let me send it over to my broadcasting partner, Gene Battaglia. Gino?
All right, thanks, Johnny. Here with Holy Cross head coach Bill Riga. Your team was in it last night. What was your message to your team following the loss?
Well, again, it's a tough start. It's a couple games in a row they've scored in the first shot, which kind of puts us behind the 8 ball. But we battled back, and we did that by playing the way we wanted to play against this team to create some trouble for them. And when we executed those things, we had some momentum and success. And then we took penalties in the third period that kind of got in our way, which was what was hurting them earlier in the game.
Yeah, and then the penalty kill, I'm sure that's got to be a point of emphasis. What can you do to tighten that up tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, the scheme was okay. It was just individual breakdowns, missed block shots, and we got a stick popped on the last one there that was really about an individual versus another individual that just got out-muscled or out-battled, and we just need to take more pride in that tonight because one of our keys to the game was special teams.
You and I talked earlier in the week about how you're building this program and how when you build something, it's not linear. Is that kind of what you're experiencing right now?
Yeah, I think, in a perfect world, you want it to be linear. You want to see every game you're better, every year you're better. And I just think for us, we lost 5 guys in a leadership group that played a lot and played big roles. And at Holy Cross, we replaced them with freshmen, not grad transfers. So we're going to have to build it up through there and over the years just kind of get a little bit older and build our skill level up to where it needs to be, where we can win night in and night out in this league.
You're going back to Thomas Gale here tonight. Your thoughts on the way he played?
Yeah, I mean, he made some great saves on a breakaway and a couple glove saves, and I think a couple he'd like to have back. But we've gone through early in the year looking at all 3 guys and just want to give him a back-to-back look to see if we can get something established here and kind of bounce back from last night. He was pretty fired up.
Finally, Coach, your family, your wife is from Rochester. You're no stranger to Rochester. Your in-laws still live here. They're all Bills fans. What can we do to get you to convert for the sake of family harmony?
48 years make me born again in a different city than where I was. Yeah, it just gets in your roots when you grow up somewhere, and I really do respect the Bills fans for all the misery they've been through the years. And every time the Bills are on TV, I put a picture of 6 rings over the television just to keep myself entertained a little bit. But no, I'm happy the Bills are doing well now, and my family up here can have some enjoyment for a change.
Have to get that ring, but 17 years wasn't enough, Coach.
No, not enough. Not enough.
Coach Bill Riga, good luck tonight. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's head coach Bill Riga, Holy Cross. Kevin, we send it back to you.
All right, Gene, thank you so much. Of course, Coach Riga grew up just outside of Foxborough, Massachusetts, home of the Patriots. Well, AIC, Sacred Heart, Air Force, and RIT were all picked to finish in the top 4 of Atlantic Hockey's preseason standings. And while it's very early, ironically, 3 of those 4 teams are currently positioned at the top as predicted. As we take a look, RIT and Sacred Heart, who will meet here at the Policini Center next month, are tied for the league lead with 12 points each. Defending champion AIC, who RIT visits next week, is 3 points behind. Niagara is 4th, followed by Air Force and Holy Cross. Army currently in the basement, having not won a single game this season, including an 0-3 start in Atlantic hockey play. In the net for RIT tonight will be number 30, Tommy Scarfoni. Scarfoni gets back-to-back starts this weekend as he has won his last 4 outings. Scarfoni only allowed 2 goals last night. He has a save percentage of 91 entering the night. As Coach Riga mentioned, Holy Cross, he's going to stick with number 33, Thomas Gale. Gale still in search of his first victory of the season for the Crusaders. He enters the night with a 2.68 goals against average. Well, still to come on Pregame Live, John and Gene will spotlight who we should be paying extra attention to during this afternoon's series finale. Plus, The champs are back in town 10 years later. We'll relive the RIT women's hockey team's magical run to the Division III National Championship. And number 26 for RIT is junior forward Cody Laskowski. The new Norway, Alberta native has scored a point in all 7 of RIT's games so far this season. He'll join our Kim Coffey live next as our coverage from the Gene Policini Center at RIT continues. It's the Tigers and Crusaders at 4:05. This is Pregame Live. Back here on Pregame Live, only 2 more days until Halloween, but the costumes will be on display here tonight as RIT looks to break out the brooms and complete the sweep of Holy Cross, hoping the refs don't need an eye chart here tonight. Elsewhere in Atlantic hockey today, Sacred Heart will look to keep pace with RIT atop the AHA standings. They go for the sweep of Canisius at 4:05. Bentley looks to earn a split with Lindenwood. Niagara and Mercyhurst wrap up their series at Dwyer Arena in Niagara Falls coming up at 7:05, while Air Force looks to bounce back from an 8-0 loss to Colorado College last night. Frank Serratori not happy about that, I bet. Well, both teams have wrapped up their pregame warm-ups and have headed to their respective locker rooms. However, one Tiger, who has managed to record a point in every single game so far this season, is standing by live now, ringside with our Kim Coffey. Kim?
Thanks, Kevin. Cody, you recorded 2 assists last night. At times throughout last night's game, you guys looked unstoppable in that 5-2 win. What's going to be the key to keep that offensive chemistry going?
Yeah, I think just staying disciplined, playing 5-on-5 against these guys. And yeah, I think that's the key.
Things got chippy between you guys last night, especially as the game went on, tensions got higher. How do you harness those emotions tonight and prevent penalties?
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of trying to get us to do, trying to get us in the mix where we're just trying to play fast, kind of play to our identity. So just remembering that and just sticking with it.
What did you take away from last night's win that maybe you might change up tonight in tonight's game too?
Just some little things, a little bit on the control breakout, a little bit on the PK, but other than that, just keeping it the same, staying with our identity, playing fast and physical.
Cody, thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you so much. Well, the RIT women's hockey team opened conference play on Thursday night in Syracuse against the defending CHA champion Orange. The Tigers' first period, we pick up the action. Syracuse would strike quickly as Lauren Belafonte is going to score off the draw. 1-0 Orange. Less than 5 minutes in, RIT a number of chances on the night, just could not find the back of the net as Hannah Solinger robbed by Ariel Desmet. She stopped 25 on the night as Syracuse shut out the Tigers in the conference opener by a final of 1-0. RIT and Syracuse will wrap up their home-and-home series right here at the Policini Center tonight. Our coverage of RIT women's hockey begins at 7 p.m. The pregame live show, followed by face-off between the Orange and Tigers at 7:30 right here on Flow Hockey. Well, throughout today's doubleheader, the 2012 RIT women's hockey team will be honored as the Institute commemorates the 10-year anniversary of the Division III National Championship. It was a dominating march to the program's first title that saw them win a Division III single-season record, 28 games.
Quick shot and a goal! Julie Hall with her first collegiate goal, and the Tigers go up 7-1.
As the RIT women's hockey team faces off against ECAC West rival Buffalo State, they do so supporting another great cause. Having blacked out Ritter Arena last year in a fight against heart disease, this year the Lady Tigers will be wearing camouflage jerseys in order to pay tribute to the United States Armed Forces and raise money for the Wounded Warriors Project.
8 seconds remaining in the period. One-timer by Moss. Goes up high behind the net, gloved out of there, closing seconds. Tigers out in front. Is it going to count? Yes! Count it right at the buzzer! One last chance, 2-1, and the RIT Tigers are the regular season champions of the ECAC West.
No, I just couldn't be happier just to erase that loss off our record and kind of start fresh with them and earn our way into a tournament.
RIT hosting Concordia Moorhead in the NCAA quarterfinals at Root Arena. Third period, Tigers with the great puck movement. Courtney Kunachika finds McRae in front for her second on the day. McRae scored the hat trick to lead the Tigers to a 5-2 victory.
It's teamwork. we didn't want it to be our last game, and we just went out there and tried our best, and it just happened that way, and glad it did.
Goes on to the national semifinals where SUNY Plattsburgh awaited the Tigers in OT. Ariane Yokoyama centers to Lindsay Grigg for the game winner. RIT wins it 2-1 in overtime and advances to the national championship game.
RIT will go back to the national championship game tomorrow night. And control pucks from Kunachika scores! Great individual play by the sophomore. And the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers will be your 2012 NCAA Division III Women's Hockey Champions.
We talk about being inspired, play inspired, and then inspire each other. And they all did that.
It's an unreal feeling. I mean, yeah, I can't even explain the feeling right now. I mean, like cloud nine. It's ridiculous.
I am more proud than I can say. They earned this championship the old-fashioned way. They just worked hard for it. And it's wonderful to see all that hard work get rewarded. It's a great day for RIT, great day for the team, great day for the coaches, just a great day all around.
Oh, it was a great day as RIT avenged its 2011 national championship game loss to Norwich that day. And there is the 2012 Division III National Championship trophy that is proudly displayed here at the home of the Tigers. Of course, 2 days after winning that championship, RIT announced the women's program would be elevated to Division I. Elsewhere in RIT athletics this afternoon, it is senior day over at Doug Mayfield for Liz Masterson's women's soccer team, and they are in control, up 4-0, looking to knock off Union. If they do it today, they will have won a total of, or gone unbeaten rather, in 8 of their last 9 games. The men on the road at Union, that is in the 84th minute as I look over here. 1-0 RIT in control. Bill Garno's group looking to pull off a victory in the regular season finale as well. Hey, the playoffs are coming up too. The Liberty League playoffs, that is. The postseason gets underway this Tuesday with quarterfinal action for men's and women's soccer and women's volleyball. You can catch our coverage from anywhere on the RIT Athletics app. Download it today for your Apple or Android device or on your smart TV with Roku, Amazon's Fire TV, and Apple TV. We're everywhere, so get us. Well, still to come on Pregame Live, it was the Tiger special teams leading the way last night. If you're just joining us, we'll show you how RIT took Game 1 of this series next. As that and much more is on the way on your home for Tiger hockey. This is Pregame Live.
Sends it back up top to Casero. Jojo Casero going in. Casero to the backhand and scores! 52 seconds into this game. Casero, 1-0 RIT. As Hobbs has in the high slot over to the far side. Hobbs calling for back, the one-timer. There it goes in! Didn't look like he got full wood on it, and it's 2-0 RIT. In front all alone, Wilkie!
Beautiful.
Tyler Mahan does it again. It's 3-0 RIT. Because if they don't come on top tonight, well, they're going to look back at their power play here.
It was a problem coming in. It was 8% coming in, and it continues to struggle tonight.
Oh,
look
there
at
it
this.
does, and John puts on the jinx. Liam McClinsky with his 4th of the season on the power play. Just 6 seconds remaining. It's a 1-goal game. Hanson Bukata going in. 8 Hanson. One time right. Casero! He scores! Jim Bracco, Casero! Second one tonight. 4-2 RIT. 1:20 remaining in the man advantage. Hanson Bukata flings over far side. Hobbs tipping it back. One shot. Goes just wide and now it's in! The putback by Kobe Walker. 5-2 RIT.
Sealing the deal. This one is over, Gino.
Yeah, it was over as RIT's power play unit went 3 for 4 on the night, and their PK unit killed off 6 of 7 Crusader man advantages to secure a Tiger victory. As we welcome you back inside the Gene Policini Center here at RIT, where you're watching Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. A quick turnaround for the Tigers and Crusaders as faceoff comes up this afternoon at 4:05 as we welcome in Gene Battaglia and John DiTullio, who will once again have the call for you this afternoon. And guys, points are important in October. The Tigers would love nothing more than to complete a 6-point weekend, considering the schedule getting a whole lot tougher over the next few weeks with AIC and Sacred Heart.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And I think, John, for as well as the Tigers played yesterday, I think there are some things they can certainly work on. Namely, don't take dumb penalties.
That's what we're talking about. We just have to stay out of the box. They do that.
Yeah, so as we take a look here, I think your mic is off, but I'll give you the players to watch here tonight. As for Holy Cross, our player to watch is Matt Guerrera. Matt Guerrera is a transfer from Robert Morris. He's found a home here at the College of the Holy Cross. Guerrera shooting right. The junior had the goal last night. Nice shot from the high slot, as John.
I thought he was really good last night. The transfer, he had, as you mentioned, a big goal last night. He has 3 points on the season. Listen, he has to play a huge role tonight if Holy Cross is going to come away with 3 points.
And for RIT, who else would be our player to watch? Gianfranco Casero. So fun to watch, John. Have we had a defenseman like this? Well, it's been some time.
It's been some time. You think of Dan Ringwald, you think of Chris Tanev. We start thinking of some of the great defensemen, great two-way players. He's starting to put his name along some of the all-time greats here. He's off to a fantastic start. He's always around the puck. We know he's a great two-way player, great vision, he can skate, and we know he has a nasty shot, and he can finish. Number 10 is off to a great start so far this year.
2 goals last night, 4 goals on the season, second on the team, only behind freshman Tyler Mahan. John, it's right here, a 6-point weekend for the Tigers.
There's no question about it. Just stay out of the box, play clean. They have the better team. They have the better goalie. They've got depth. They've got size. But you must play clean, play smart, and play with an edge.
Some afternoon delight for us, Kevin, as the Tigers are 4:05 puck drop.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Good to hear from Johnny as well. I know he needs a hug.
We both do, buddy.
We both do. Syracuse, Penn State, both losing today. We'll get through it. We got hockey now, guys. We're closing in on face-off. We'll wrap things up from here next. You're watching Pregame Live. Yeah, the Tigers hoping to thrive here tonight back at the Gene Polissini Center at RIT, the home of the Tigers, where they look to remain unbeaten this evening in this building this season against Holy Cross. The Tigers head to Springfield, Massachusetts next Saturday and Sunday to face AIC. So we are not back with you until Friday, November 11th, when RIT opens a 2-game series with Sacred Heart. Our coverage on the 11th begins at 6:30 with Pregame Live, followed by face-off between the Tigers and Pioneers at 7:05 right here on Flow Hockey. It'll be a rematch of last year's tremendous Atlantic Hockey quarterfinal series played here at the Polissini. Of course, those watching at home can join us right here at the Polissini this year, too. Tickets still available for all remaining home games. Grab your seats now at the box office or at RITtickets.com. We'd love to have you here. It's always fun. Well, that'll do it for Pregame Live. John and Gene will bring you all the action. And we'll see you back here on the Intermission Report. Right now, it's Holy Cross and RIT. Enjoy the game.